It is so good to be home. In the summer of 2014, I went on a road trip for 2.5 months. I covered 13,026 miles, 36 states. My Prius had 6 car problems, and I consumed 1.75 liters of rum and countless glasses of red wine. My intent was to capture the video stories of people all around the country with a passion who are making truly transformational change happen in their communities and nationally. My husband had just died of Alzheimer's a few months prior, and so it was an intense experience for me. But I knew he was with me the whole way, because every time there was a warning light that went off in that car, there was an exit, there was a rest stop, there was even a tire shop along the side of the freeway. And the evening before I left, one of my daughters, had dinner for me and other family members. And I felt just like a teenager going off to college for the first time. One daughter assured me, "Mom, even if you just get to the border of Florida, you will have achieved something by planning this trip." My son-in-law said, "You know, at any time, if you want to come home, you just call. I will fly out there, drive the car home, and you can fly home." My other son warned me, "Mom, the moment you leave, I am sending out a silver alert, which signals that there's a demented person driving on the freeway." I stayed mostly in moderately priced motels, which is a story unto itself. But my family and friends also had connected me with 21 wonderful people that I didn't even know. Most of them I didn't even know. But they welcomed me with open arms, a delicious meal, a glass of wine. By the way, I think I need a glass of wine. So when these wonderful people invited me in and made me so comfortable and poured me a glass of wine and showed me to a soft bed, I just felt my whole trip was so wonderful. It was safe and it was so enjoyable. There was a couple, though, who had an unusual daughter who had a sort of quirky personality. She ate not one, but 2 pairs of my underpants, giving me quite a surprising highlight to my trip. But I am so internally grateful for everyone who helped me feel so safe and welcomed on this journey. I taped 51 interviews. I had a ton of anxiety, not so much about the driving, but about the technology. I had never even held a video camera in my hand before I left, never mind the lighting kit or the microphones. And then when I came home, I had to learn basic editing just to help make these videos more enjoyable for you. But I did have and do have wonderful volunteer technical assistants, especially my good friend George Sherman. One thing I know for sure, you're really going to enjoy these videos. You are going to find them so uplifting, and they will give you hope that we are really having a future that takes care of people and the planet. These folks' stories are inspiring, enlightening, and hopefully they'll engage you to do something similar in your own hometown. There are 10 themes to the videos, but I'll just touch on a few right now. In the new economy, you will find an explosion of on-the-ground community initiatives that are affecting systemic change, including industrial-sized worker-owned cooperatives like the one in Cleveland that is changing the economic lives of people living there. And Then you have the sharing economy and the public banking movement that are just gaining ground as I speak. And you'll learn how the blues sparked the very strong creative economy in the state of Mississippi. You will take heart in educational initiatives like the one in the high school where the students, their achievement gap was actually closed by the very innovative program that went on in that school. But it's one that could happen in all of our schools if we would just allow it. And then you'll find college students having a whole lot of fun with food, while that food comes directly from the farm to their tables at the college. And then we have diversity. We have awesome diversity in this country. I mean, not just geographically, but the people. I mean, you will hear from Native Americans and African Americans and gay rights people, and you will hear their stories, and you will be surprised and moved by them. There are artists all across this nation sharing their very unique and exciting perspectives on environmental, economic, and social themes. And in the media, you will find out, if you don't already know about it, the big ideas and the positive actions of Yes Magazine, and you will meet our 2014 Pulitzer Prize winner in nonfiction. In our neighborhoods, there's such creativity going on. There are ways now where folks are preventing the displacement of their neighbors while at the same time welcoming gentrification into their hood. And then you'll find old-fashioned ways going on in neighborhoods that connect the people, that just make our lives a little bit better. Also, there are folks planting food in their front yards and in their backyards, becoming real city farmers. And then there is my favorite group, or one of my favorite groups, the nuns, the Sisters of Providence. And they live on 1,200 acres of farmland in Indiana. And you will find out how they are connecting to nature both with the sacred and in real life ways, and at the same time offering an educational playground for future farmers and policymakers. You're going to just love these videos. I think in the future what I'm going to do is more stories, but really what I want to set up is a platform so that you can send video stories of transformational change going on in your hometowns, and we can share that with everyone. You will find the road trip videos on our website, along with a recipe of a favorite dish of the speaker and a conversational guide to spark a discussion that you can have with your friends over your very own Operation Bon Appetit dinner. So, watch the videos, enjoy your dinner, let me know how it goes, and bon appetit.